Welcome back to the Geelong Cricket Show, and yes, another great day set down for October 10, the 10th day of the 10th month for round 2 of Premier Cricket, Geelong Cricket Association and the Bellarine Peninsula Cricket Association. Joining us this morning is a special guest, Simon Anderson, in new colours with the Bellpost Hill Cricket Club. Congratulations, Simon. What brought about the move, first of all, from Newcomen District 2 up to Limpy Landsland up there at Bellpost Hill?
Thanks, Rollo. Yeah, no, it was a bit of a change, a bit of a, I suppose, a selfish thing, me going up to Bellpost Hill. Richie Hassett being the captain coach, being a wicket keeper of the past and being a pretty good one at that. Bit of a change for me as well to get the feeling back, and obviously give Division 1 another shot at it as well.
Yeah, I suppose that's always an incentive for a player to want to be playing the top division in GCA cricket with a top club. And how'd you find your first experiences in round 1?
Yeah, pretty good. It was a bit intense, but we've got a good side, and hopefully we can go on next week against Manifold and put it together a little bit better and bowl a little bit better as well. I think there was between 20 to 30 overs where we had a few extras there, but apart from that, we could take it that next step, I think.
Pleasing effort from yourself behind the stumps. Enjoy being. You've always enjoyed being behind those stumps, haven't you?
Yeah, no, there's nothing better than being behind the stumps because you're in the game the whole time, and obviously with Richie Hassett being the captain coach, it's gonna take me on leaps and bounds, getting some advice from him and him showing me how he used to do it as well. And
you wielded the willow quite well as well. First day of the opening season.
Yeah, no, got a nice little score there to help us out. We were 4 for 49 at one stage and batting with Richie again, and there was a situation where we just had to keep ticking over and getting play the 1%ers, get your quick singles and keep moving along, but also keep those wickets in hand as well towards the end.
The club last year, Simon, put together a giant killing run after Christmas, defeated a few of the top sides in the GCA. I imagine Richie would have sat the group down at the start of the season and said, look, it's important that we get consistent results and really push for something even better this season.
Yeah, no, that's something he touched on at the start of the season. We've obviously picked up a few players at Bellpost Hill this year, so fill those gaps and can hopefully, not just knock off the big giant killers, be one ourselves.
A few of those recruits went extremely well on the weekend too. I think Alex Cairns got a couple of wickets and a few of the other guys came in and contributed extremely well with the ball too. So very pleasing for those guys to come in and contribute straight away for the club.
Yeah, Alex is he's a fantastic cricketer and he's also a good leader as well. So him and Richie together, they're showing us the right ways, and even Belly getting a hat trick, which was quite interesting there for a while, and Trav bowled well, and everyone chipped in, which was a good team effort.
I think one of the important points here, Simon, is as we can see from your tracksuit top, Bellpost Hill Sporting and Recreation Club. It is a significant complex up there on the top of the, as we call it, Windy Hill, but it's a great atmosphere with all of the different sports that are being played up there. A great family fun.
Yeah, no, it is. It's good. I've never been part of. Obviously, I've been at Newcombe for 16 years, so it's a complete new change for me. And they've got the bowls up there, and something for me to go on when I get a little bit older, I suppose. And they've got the Geelong Rangers Soccer Club, and obviously the football and netball. And it's good. There's a lot of people up there that want to pat you on the back and do the right things about the club.
A fantastic result, obviously, to start the season off. What specifically is Richie put in place, and where has he said that he'd like to be? Have you set expectations, or it's more about just building that team effort that you were speaking about, Simon, and seeing if the results can flow from there for the club?
Yeah, no, it's the old cliche, take one game at a time, as everyone seems to say. But it's also because there's some new players in the side, you want to get everyone gelling together. And I think Alex is the only one that sort of hasn't been around Geelong cricket since he was at Geelong and then went over to Melbourne Uni, but it's leaps and bounds, and taking those little things and doing the 1%ers, it's going to make your side a lot better.
You said you've been at Newcombe for 16 years. Was it a difficult decision to make the move? Obviously, with them being demoted down to Division 2, you are the professional player, I think, out at Bellpost Hill as well, to make that move. So how difficult was it to leave a club that you'd obviously been at for so long?
Yeah, no, it is hard. Like being at a club for 16 years, it's almost like your family. You do your committee things on the side as well to help out the club and get up there and roll the wicket and do what you can. And it was a very hard decision. It was probably over 3 months that I was thinking about it. But, in a way I had to sort of be a little bit selfish because I wanted to learn more things myself. And as I've said to the guys, in 2 or 3 years or even 1 or 2 years, I might go back and coach the club again and have that more knowledge from everywhere else.
And we know ground conditions were a little difficult first up in the Geelong Cricket Association. How was Bellpost Hill?
Long. It was, North Geelong batted really well. They picked up a new bloke from Preston. He batted pretty well. He got 57 not out. but the outfield's really long, so your ones or twos, you smack a ball through the covers and you're lucky if you hit the fence unless you get all of it. So it is a very low scoring ground, but saying that, the wicket was fantastic and it was just a good day's cricket.
And purposefully, since 2007, when we've through the City of Greater Geelong, ground refurbishments have been put in place, and there's further grounds being refurbished this year. The cutting methodology that they're using is to keep the grass at a good length in order to ensure the ground has got the longevity to last the full cricket season.
Yeah, definitely. They've put the summer grasses in, which are, it's fantastic for cricket, especially like last year playing at Newtown and getting good value for your shots. When you play a good shot through the covers, it's fantastic. But also when you don't have it, you've got to keep the grass long, otherwise it turns into a dust bowl.
Manifold Heights are a side that recruited pretty well over the off-season, like yourselves out at Bellpost Hill. Simon, how do you approach the game today? They were competitive against East Belmont, but were unfortunately beaten by a Grant Due century with the new president finishing 100 not out. So how do you approach the game? Do you approach it knowing that they're a pretty dangerous side?
Yeah, definitely. You don't take any side lightly, especially Manifold. They've been in Division 1, they've been there, they've done it, they've come back up, they're hungry, they want to stay here. So, picking up Craig Bawley, he's a fantastic bowler. He's been at Bell Park, took 40-odd wickets in Division 2 last year. So, you don't take anyone lightly no matter who they are.
And after round one, the winners in round one saw St Joseph sitting on top of the ladder, East Belmont second, Bellpost Hill is sitting in third, and Leopold sitting in fourth, the four winners, given that there were only 4 games played. Newtown and Chilwell, South Barwon, 3 points each, and Grovedale and Geelong West, 3 points each. And one thing we need to very clearly clarify, particularly in the area of Newtown and Chilwell, there were some stories going around that Newtown and Chilwell were unable to get a wicket up down at Stinton Oval because they weren't able to get onto the ground due to Geelong Amateur Football Club handovers. A lot of rubbish. Newtown and Chilwell have had full access to Stinton Oval, and they've been working very, very hard. But the nature of the ground and the unfortunate heavy rains that we did have the week before had made it a bit difficult for GT, but GT's out there trying his very, very best, as I think all curators are under these at this early stage, Simon.
Yeah, it's probably especially with a lot of cooch tables in the GCA, it's very hard. I've been told it's got to be over 23 degrees for the grass to actually grow. So, having all those rains and having a very cold winter, it makes it tough. So, for the clubs that did get up, it's it's a fantastic job, and it's to their curators done well. And for those that didn't, well, it's it's just around the corner before they get on.
And those 4 clubs, Newtown and Chilwell, South Barwon, Grovedale and Geelong West, will be able to hit the ground running in round 2 of the Geelong Cricket Association Division 1, which we will be reviewing after we take this break, with more on the Geelong Cricket Show. Back shortly.
We are Geelong, the greatest team of all. We are Geelong.